Oh yeah, it's the weekend, and you know what that means. It's time for Pixels and Bits on the Overshield.com with your hosts, Corey, Manny, and Tommy. And now, broadcasting from planet Earth, it's time for Pixels and Bits. On the Overshield.com. We are back, and my name is Corey. Welcome to Pixels and Bits, episode 72. We haven't been on in forever, and I apologize for that, but we are back for the fall, and I am ready for Broketober and No More Money November. Today I'm joined by my co-hosts, Manny and Tommy. Say hi, guys.
Hello, Internet.
What's going
on? September is coming to a close. It is now officially the start of the fall season, which of course is like the biggest season if you're a gamer. Mm-hmm. It's when like everything that's a blockbuster comes out. A few things that were supposed to come out did get delayed, like what was it, like Battlefield Hardline? But then again, who the fuck cares about Battlefield Hardline? Now, we do have a bit of an interesting episode for you because we are going to talk about MMOs in the middle segment. More specifically, the MMO Titan that got canceled. But before we get to that, we have the news desk. Hit the music, guys. Oh, I did the wrong music.
Yeah, Corey, jeez.
Fuck!
Come on, man.
What kind of host are you?
It's been too long, people. It's been way too long.
Well, yeah. It has been 2 months since we recorded an episode.
Definitely has been.
Nonetheless, let's get started off with Microsoft. They've revealed their October Games with Gold offerings. And I have to say, for Xbox 360 owners, you're getting a good deal.
Oh, yes, we are.
I mean a good deal.
Damn right.
You're getting Battlefield Bad Company 2 from October 1st to October 15th.
Yeah.
And then you're getting Darksiders 2 October 16th to the 31st. Might I add that Darksiders 2 is literally one of the, in my opinion, one of the best action RPGs of the past console generation. And it was completely ignored, which makes me very sad.
Now, do I have to play the first one to understand?
You can read it up on Wikipedia.
I think I might have to, but yeah.
Yeah, and if not, you can literally probably pick it up for like $5. It's really cheap right now, especially since the publisher is no longer around.
That is true.
Yeah.
And to add on to that, Bad Company 2 is like one of the best FPS shooters, multiplayer-wise, in the last 10 years.
That was one of the better Battlefield games. I liked it more than Battlefield 3.
Oh, certainly, man.
The only Battlefield game I held higher than Bad Company 2 is 2142.
I don't know. Don't know about that one. I mean, 2142 is cool, but...
Future! Awesome tech!
But it's kind of weird. It's
Lasers!
like, it's the future, and yet they're still using bullets?
Actually, you can't even really tell it's bullets because of like the sound that's fired. It's really weird.
Yeah.
And like all the guns sound like little like submachine guns. So I just assume we're like shooting lasers.
Yeah. Although the mechs are cool. They got that right.
Oh yeah. No, the mechs were totally cool. If you're an Xbox One Xbox One owner, I do have some bad news. You are getting a one game, and it's an indie game called Chariot.
Hey.
That's it.
It should have been
Sounds a lot like PlayStation's lineup recently.
It should have been that horror game.
PlayStation Plus for PlayStation 4 last month, or for September. Yeah, I was like, this is it.
Yeah, it's been like
when you
that the last few months.
I know. Well, I'm just like wondering. It's like, guys, it's been almost a year. When the shit are you gonna start giving out full games?
Yeah, or a AAA title, you know, not just
I know.
indies.
Exactly. Now, if you're wondering what the PlayStation Plus offering is for next month, they have not released it yet. I assume they'll release it probably in the next couple days. I'm guessing probably the 28th or the 29th. And the only game that I can confirm will be available for PlayStation Plus is Drive Club. That's all I know.
And even then, that's not the whole thing, is it? It's just part of it?
No, it's literally only a part of it. Like, you get, like, 4 tracks and, like, 10 cars. It's basically like a glorified demo.
I was gonna say, it sounds like a demo.
That is what it is, yeah. Now, in other news with Microsoft, they were planning to launch the Xbox One earlier this year in China.
Oh, good. The Chinese people get to play what they made.
Except they delayed it.
Oh.
So yeah, it'll be released probably at the end of this year. Quote unquote. At Xbox, we pride ourselves on delivering first-rate gaming and entertainment experiences. I'm sorry, can they stop using the goddamn word experiences? Experiences. Every freaking... Never mind.
Well,
and to allow us to deliver on that promise, we need to reschedule the launch of the Xbox One. Working with our partner, Best TV, we look forward to launching in China by the end of the year. Which, if you're wondering why I said Best TV like that, that's actually how they pronounce it in their logos.
Everything that happens on the Xbox One is an experience. I mean, most of them are negatives, of course, but whatever. It's an experience. They never said they were positive experience, right?
I've actually had like my first real negative experience with PlayStation Network today.
Oh, really? What happened?
It won't let me use my credit card.
Oh.
What?
Why would you even do that when, like, it got hacked previously? The Nintendo Network, right? I mean, PlayStation Network.
Because none of the stores I go to sell PlayStation cards.
Ah.
But here's what happened. They said that my street address is invalid because my street address is, I'm not gonna say my actual address, but it's the street called Fieldcrest, and that's it. Not Fieldcrest Drive, not Fieldcrest Street, Fieldcrest. And I have issues with this constantly. I have at least over a half dozen orders from Amazon where the seller refused to ship it to me because they thought I gave a bad address.
Yeah, when I sent you that HD PVR, they were kind of confused. Because I was
know
confused too. It's like, I think it's just Fieldcrest, because I don't even know if there's.
I know, and it's so annoying.
And then you show me like your house via Google, like the via Google Earth thing, and I was like, holy, it's like. It's weird. I was like, I know what.
And if you go to if you go to any map, it doesn't say Fieldcrest Street or anything. It just says Fieldcrest.
Yeah, it's weird. So I can understand the.
So needless to say, I've been bothering PlayStation customer support for a while, and their whole excuse is that we're having issues with PlayStation Network right now. Just try again tomorrow.
You see, with Microsoft, they would just say, "I give up." Why am I back on Microsoft right now? I love it. I love them. They're good to me.
No, if you're an Xbox One owner, Microsoft would say, well, if you wanted an experience where you can purchase things without your credit card, we have a product, and it's called the Xbox 360.
What's so great about my Xbox 360 stuff is that I can make purchases from both consoles because they're linked together, so I won't have any issues.
All right, now, moving on to the same topic of Microsoft, they've announced, more specifically 343 Industries announced, that they will offer Halo 5 beta rewards for watching the Halo Nightfall series.
Wait, so beta rewards like armor or weapons or something?
That's all they've said is like you get unlockable goodies. Okay. They haven't said what, but they said that the rewards will be meaningful.
So, I'm assuming there are awards that hopefully I can take into the actual game when it releases?
Yeah.
Is that what meaningful means? Is that, I mean...
I don't know.
That's kind of weird, yeah. Like, awards only for the beta?
Yeah. Because I mean, who cares if it's just for the beta? But if it's for the actual game, then maybe I'll put more time and effort to watch it, or just let it repeat while I sleep at night. Like how many times do I have to watch Nightfall to get the good stuff?
You must watch it a dozen times and then have your friends share it, and then they share it with their friends, and then their friends share it with their coworkers, and then you finally
have an Xbox party watch thing.
And then you finally get that badge emblem you've been wanting.
Don't forget to like us on Twitter and Facebook.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us your money and social security numbers. Now, I have an interesting title here for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's an update to Street Fighter.
Oh.
And it's called Ultra Street Fighter 4 Omega Mode.
Wait, it's a new game?
No, it's actually a patch. But
oh, okay. Thank God. I mean, if it was an actual game, like, forget it.
Yeah, it's a patch, and it's called Omega Mode, and I love that they're emphasizing the word Omega, because in the patch's trailer, the word Omega is like in all caps.
Omega, you gotta really shout.
It's like guys, it's that big.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently it is a big patch because it's greatly altering attacks and special moves and combos for all the characters.
Ooh, that could be a make or break.
That basically, and this is according to Capcom Unity's Peter Rosas, Omega Mode is meant to make the roster feel entirely new and fresh, rather than worrying about balance.
I'm sorry, I mean, they spent like 5 years trying to perfect this game and they still can't do it?
I'm sorry, wasn't the whole point of Ultra Street Fighter 4 is that it was perfectly balanced?
Yeah, like you can play the different versions.
No sense. I'm sorry, what crack is Capcom smoking this week?
Very weak stuff that they're making. I don't know, pissing them off.
It's that.
Oh, that drives me nuts. It's like when they changed the move sets for characters on like Tekken or Soul Calibur. It's like I didn't just memorize, last year's 10-hit combo to get replaced from this year.
Well, the good thing is that this Omega Mode is a patch, not DLC, so they're not charging for it. So, thank you for actually meeting the standard, Capcom. Congratulations.
But it sounds like it's unavoidable then?
It's unavoidable.
I guess.
Which may anger some players. I don't know.
I'm sure it will, but
now here's the thing. It is a. I'm not sure if this is like, because they say that this little quit here. Omega Mode will be available for online play, but it won't be allowed in ranked matches. So I'm just like, wait a minute, is this like a little like thing I can just turn off and on? What is it? They haven't really specified.
Yeah. Although if it says like it means, mode, to me that means like it's a separate, how do you call that? Like game mode, like.
Yeah, game mode.
Yeah, I get it. I get it with the slapping, man.
Yeah.
Hey, no, that's. Hey, can you keep it down? Jeez.
You know what, Capcom? Here's what I have to say. Just stop touching Street Fighter 4. It's done. It's done. It's been out there for years. Please stop before you make Ultra Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition Hyper Rainbow version. Which there is a Hyper Rainbow version of Street Fighter 2. I've seen the arcade cabinet.
Guys, I'm in the middle of a podcast. Can you go somewhere else? Thanks.
Who was that?
It was the asshole who was.
It was Capcom.
No.
Capcom was bothering him.
It was the people banging in the background.
Oh, I thought that you did that on purpose.
No.
I didn't know.
Someone was like tapping on this desk next to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm in the middle of a podcast. Can you like stop?
I'm sure they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna stop now. They're like, let's mess with this. He's in a podcast. Oh, it must be special.
All right. Let's move on from Capcom before I get an ulcer. To Nintendo, because I actually love Nintendo. Nintendo. Well, they're releasing Smash next week.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not if you're not excited about that, I don't know what is wrong with you,
Kill
or
yourself.
what kind of childhood you had.
Here's the thing: what I gotta admire about Smash coming out next week, there is no like exclusive DLC from GameStop for its pre-release. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, you're right. This is
Yeah.
like the first game release in a long time that GameStop isn't doing exclusive pre-order shit for.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think part of that has to do with Nintendo's part, because some video game companies like they're taking advantage of that with GameStop. Like GameStop will pay them extra, so there's exclusive DLC for pre-order. But Nintendo, my guess is just like with the case of Mario and stuff. It's not like, oh, if you pre-order with us, you'll get like Luigi or something.
No.
Well, there was like a leaked DLC list, so there will be DLC soon.
Oh yeah. But it's
Now-
not like
now-
this pre-order exclusive
Yeah.
stuff.
Just
Now,
like
here's
the
the
Pyro
thing.
Warriors, yeah.
Smash comes out next Friday, October the 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, there is going to be a nationwide Smash tournament.
Fun.
That's awesome.
A total of 64 people will compete in each local tournament to declare a local winner. Participants then will sign up first come, first served basis, and the tournament begins at 11 a.m. at your respective city or whatever. Players can bring their own 3DS systems and copies of Smash for 3DS, and a 3DS with Smash will be provided for anyone who doesn't have the required material to play. The local return requires players use only the default roster. Local play will have all items on, and the local tournament winner will get a new 3DS XL, a copy of Smash Brothers, 2 round-trip coach flights to New York City, a 2-night stay at the hotel of Nintendo's choosing, which probably means shit, and a $250 Visa gift card. The player who goes all the way and wins the national tournament will also win a Smash Brothers championship robe and a championship trophy.
That's awesome.
It is. So let me ask this:
And
who are your top 3 characters?
Ooh.
Ooh. I haven't played all of them.
Mhm.
Because I've been playing the demo. I really like the villager. I like him more than Mega Man.
Oh man, I'm hearing that a lot. Like we're like, ooh.
And that's just because the villager's playstyle is so different. It's all about indirect attacks and not going after your opponent directly. So like if your guy's like if your opponent's hanging off the edge of the cliff, your villager, you can do a move where the villager pulls out a bowling ball, but then he loses his grip and drops it, dropping onto the player that's hanging on the cliff, and he falls down and dies.
Nice.
Or if he plants a tree, he plants a tree seed, he waters the tree grows and blocks part of the stage. He can then cut it down, and the tree will fall and cause massive amounts of damage to anybody who hits. Now, here's the interesting thing. They're having a Smash tournament. How many 3DSs do you think will break from this? Because I'm already seeing a bunch of people posting photos of the circle pads breaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know
If
either.
that's the case.
I might use the D-pad just because I'm used to it.
You can't use the D-pad.
Oh, really?
The D-pad is for taunts only.
Oh, wow. And you can't even
Um,
change it, like in the controls,
You can't change.
like a
you can't
classic
switch,
controls.
No, you can't. You can't switch the D-pad and the stick. You
Well,
can't
hopefully-
switch that.
well, hopefully there'll be
You
a
can
patch
switch.
then.
You can switch everything else.
What?
All the face buttons and shoulder buttons can be remapped, but not the actual movement.
Dude, that's kind of important for combos. Granted, you don't do like 10-hit combos in Smash, but still.
Uh,
Well, hopefully it's a patch later in the
Yeah.
future. Hopefully.
maybe.
I mean, for me, it won't be a deal breaker. It's just that, yeah, I guess to answer your question, yeah, things would be interesting if that's what you have to rely on.
Oh yes, I'm sorry. I didn't mention the cities that are holding the tournament.
you know, only
and
the big ones, right?
Manny, I'm sorry to say, but we're shit out of luck.
Doggone it, we were so close.
I know. The cities will be held in the following locations: San Jose, California; Anaheim, California;
Oh,
Denver,
okay.
Colorado; Chicago, Illinois; Dedham, Massachusetts; Ellicott City, Maryland; Bonnie Doon, North Carolina; New York City, New York; Bellevue, Washington; Davie, Florida; Brandon, Florida; Orlando, Florida; Chamblee, Georgia; Houston, Texas; and Plano, Texas.
So your big states, pretty much.
I would be very interested to watch the gameplay from the Denver one.
Anaheim, bitches. That's like 15 minutes away from where I live.
You gonna go compete then?
No. Probably have works, unfortunately.
Yeah, where are you located at again, Tommy?
Well, 15 minutes away. I don't want to say the city because people might know. But I'm close to Fullerton. Let's just say that, California.
Okay, because I thought you were close to the tar pits or something.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. No, that's the tar pits are in Los Angeles. I'm in Orange County.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of Nintendo, because we're gonna move on from tar pits and LA and that beautiful conversation. So last week, Nintendo announced a new 3DS. Difference is that if I remember, the screens are slightly bigger. The 3D viewing angle is way bigger because the camera like tracks your eyes and adjusts the 3D for it.
Because I totally use that.
Exactly. The start buttons have been remapped. A lot of things actually have been remapped around it in terms of like the game slot port and whatnot. It has 3 times the power and has a second analog stick.
Okay.
More like an excuse for an analog stick.
Actually, okay, well, you know what it is, right? You know, like those nubs that you've seen on like old laptops
Yes.
for like with those house. I actually like that.
All right.
I like it on a laptop. I don't know how it'll work out.
Well, I used one on a laptop for 4 years, my first 4 years of college, so I'm totally used to it. I'm fine to it. And I've heard like first impressions that it works very good in terms of camera control because all you have to do is just touch it. But now they showed us off at the Tokyo Game Show, and all they said is that it was coming out from Japan, and they haven't said anything else if it was even coming out here or Europe or whatever. They have confirmed that it is coming out on November 21st for New Zealand and Australia.
So you're saying we need to order from Play Asia if we want to get with the rest of the world?
I guess. The new model is priced at, 220 Australian dollars for the regular model, and then for the XL model, 250 Australian dollars, which would equate to roughly $200 US and $220 US.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So, I am probably going to pick up a new 3DS, and here's why. I like my original 3DS. I love it to death, but it is too small. And I was planning to buy an XL model for quite some time now, and then they announced this. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? Fuck Smash Brothers 3DS. Fuck all these special edition 3DSs that I'm seeing. I'm gonna wait for the new one.
Well, not
Smart
just
move.
that, but check this out. Like, they're already releasing games exclusive for it based on its hardware capabilities, like the Xenoblade Chronicles. And I'm seeing a lot of hate in the Nintendo forums from gamers who are like, what the hell, man? Like, why couldn't they have made this, continued the support of the old games rather than creating exclusive ones for the new hardware? You know what I mean? No backwards compatibility.
I think what's funny is people forget Nintendo's done this before.
Well, that's kind of the point. They're like, Nintendo, you need to cut that crap out.
Here's the thing. They did it with the Game Boy Color.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody bitched and complained about that. Hell, everybody was like, holy fucking shit, it's got color.
Exactly. I'm so happy about that.
Now, is it annoying that there's games being developed exclusively for it? Yeah, that's very annoying considering that the handheld's only been out for, almost 4 years now?
Yeah. Well, what's even worse is now Nintendo's, pushing out all these, exclusive themed new 3DSs, and then the whole,
Exactly,
the
and then they announced
2DSs.
this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then they announced this, and it's just like, wait a minute, why the hell would I buy your new 3DS if you're going to make a new model that will play shit that I can't play on this model that you're trying to sell me?
Yeah, I mean,
What?
if you guys want to criticize the new Vitas, it's like, give me a break. Look at all these models. It's like, Jesus.
But then I play Smash Brothers, and I completely forget about everything. Smash. Oh, I'm sorry, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Blizzard, because we're going to talk about Warlords of Draenor, the new expansion pack for World of Warcraft. I am excited, because I am a bit of a WoW groupie, sort of.
Okay.
Off and on. It's a weird relationship. I've been playing World of Warcraft for about a decade now, so I am very I'm very iffy when it comes to changes, because I hold a lot of the role-playing aspects of World of Warcraft very, very dear to me, because that's what originally you had to do. Is you really had to role-play to get into the game. Hence, like, if you actually wanted to find a dungeon group with people, you had to physically go and find people, and then physically run to the dungeon. Now it's like, Q, I'm teleported to the dungeon. For me, it's a bit of a, yeah. But aside of that, one of the things I've always wanted in World of Warcraft is to have, like, my own, like, castle, or, like, my own house, or something. Well, they're finally adding that with the new Warlords of Draenor. And people are worried that this may break World of Warcraft. And Blizzard says they want this. Warlords designer Corey Stockton acknowledged that the new garrison system can create issues for World of Warcraft because it introduces elements never before seen in the game. The garrison system introduces several new building types one would expect to see in a real-time strategy game, such as the Goblin Workshop or Gnomish Workshop. And the building introduces unique items like grenades, jetpacks, power gauntlet item used to shove enemies away, and even something similar to a nuke.
One nuke in World of Warcraft? Okay.
Stockton said these items were designed to break the rules. If you played StarCraft, you know how the ghost can paint a point on the ground and it does a big countdown on the screen. This one does 500,000 damage. It's super crazy. The nuke is limited to one use per day, but man, I could see that causing a lot of issues in terms of like network latency and stuff like that. If you have a super big event going,
yeah,
because every time World of Warcraft crashes, it's because there's like a huge ass event in the city. Like I remember one time, like I think it was I was in Stormwind and my game crashed because I shit you not, 1,000 players decided to rush in all at once. But Stockton says that he expects items like this to create a water cooler effect. Quote unquote, people make choices and cause crazy things to happen. It's those kinds of water cooler moments. We know some of this stuff is going to break, and we know the forums are going to explode about how this is the most overpowered thing. But really, all across the buildings, we've done stuff like this. It's crazy stuff that we've never done before. Now, they said they are prepared to change things at a moment's notice if they prove to be problematic. They said that the game, they won't let players be victims of bad mechanics. And said basically they have a hotfix system in place in case something goes wrong. And if you're wondering when Warlords of Draenor comes out, it's November 13th. I can't wait to get that nuke. Oh, by the way, in other news, this headline I think is hilarious. Square Enix has started a cloud gaming company, and guess what it's called?
Cloud.
No.
Come on, right? It should be.
No, that'd be even better. But it's called Shinra.
No, they dropped the ball. They should have been Cloud.
I know, but guys, Shinra is real.
Oh my god. Mother.
So I'm gonna get my kids to play like Final Fantasy VII and be like, it's like, see that company Shinra? This is all real. Look, you can Google them. Now, time to talk about a little game that me and Manny have been playing lately, and I'm actually reviewing right now. It's called Destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy, you've been playing it, right?
I am. Yeah. I still. Have you accepted me in the Overshield clan? Oh.
Yes, I have, but
You
we're
have?
a PlayStation clan.
Son of a bitch. Well, at least I'm in the clan. I'm happy about
Exactly. Now, recently it came to attention that there was a kind of a bug that created something called the loot cave, and it's
Mhm.
where literally you just fire into this cave, and it had a high chance of dropping a shit ton of stuff, and that's how people would farm. And Bungie said, "That's fucking stupid. That's not how we want people to play our game." So they removed it. And guess what? Another one was found.
I know. I'm gonna go do that later tonight.
Yeah.
After
yeah.
this, I'm gonna play that. I want to loot
But
some
that's
stuff.
But that's not the only problem with Destiny that Bungie fixed. Well, somewhat. They finally fixed, and I can't believe they finally. This was like the one thing they needed to fix, like as soon as possible because it fucking pissed me off. And they fixed the goddamn Cryptarch. They finally fixed the guy that decodes all your engrams. You know how? Okay, man, you know what I'm talking about. Where you would get like a purple engram or whatever, and you would go and turn it in, and you get a blue item.
Right. Yep.
Well, I'm sorry, but that made no fucking sense.
Yeah. Well, here's what they need to fix: is the freaking loot system. Like when, let's say if I do the best out of our 3-man fire team, and yet at the end of the level when it randomly does loot, why is it all of a sudden I get like these green, uncommon items, and everyone else is getting blue and legendaries? I'm like, what the hell, man?
Now, there was one, like the other day, and this is what caused me to stop playing Destiny for a couple days, and this is why I haven't been playing for a couple days, is I did a hard-ass strike mission. I did a level 24 strike mission when I was level 22, and it took us like 2 hours, but we finally beat it. I had over 200 kills, and my teammates only had, and I had like 40 assists, or something like that, and my teammates only really had half of what I had. And guess what? You know what I got? Nothing. Oh. I
Yeah.
got fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And they got legendaries.
I know.
Oh.
Like,
See, I
how
haven't
does
yet
that
to get
even
my
work?
legendary stuff.
And like literally as soon as that happened, I said, fuck it, drop my controller and unplug my PS4. I was that pissed.
So how are those exclusive missions from the Destiny or whatever? You guys got something exclusive.
Yeah, we got the Dust Palace. I fucking hate that strike. It's so hard.
Oh yeah, and when you have to fight that 3-man,
You have to fight 3 bosses at the same time while there's multiple guys dropping in.
Ooh.
yeah, it's pretty
And the
crazy.
bosses can teleport.
Yeah.
Oh.
Although
I'm
it's kind of
glad
funny, they wear these like colored scarves, like purple or yellow or something, and that's supposed to tell you what kind of weapon you need to use against them.
But everybody doesn't. But everybody doesn't follow it, and they're
Yeah.
just like, "Fuck, just pour everything into the."
yeah. Rocket launchers, everything.
What makes it like really annoying though is like as soon as you even get their shields all down, which takes like a ton of ammo, you then their health bar is stupidly big, and then even when you start to even get their health down, more Cabal start to come in and kick your ass,
Yeah.
and I mean a lot of Cabal, like at least 24 enemies at a time.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, we'll be in better shape this time, Corey, because I've been playing as Titan recently.
What? I'm happy about that. Finally, because I never played Titans. It's always literally half the time I do a strike team. It's all warlocks.
Yeah, I'm a Titan because of my my college. We're the Titans. So so like might as well
Really?
stay Titan. Yeah, we're Titan.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why I stick with the Titan class. They're like, hey, that's my college. We're Titan.
Do they play? Do they play Remember the Titans in the student commons?
I don't know, but they should
So-
now.
So
Alright,
are you
so
more
yeah.
of a striker or a defender, Tommy?
I'm a striker at the moment. Seems like it.
That's cool.
As I was saying, the whole point of this patch is that when you get a legendary, it's going to be at least when you get a legendary engram, it's going to be at least a legendary. If you get a
Yay.
rare, it's going to be at least a rare. There's none of this shit where you get a legendary and suddenly you get a green.
I just found the new Loot Cave 2.0, and after this podcast, after I render this video, I'm gonna play. Before it's
You're going to
done.
have to tell me where that is,
I will show you the link right now.
because then I'm going to
I was
totally
like, Corey,
troll-
IGN found it, and then they're going to be the reason why it gets shut down, too.
Exactly.
That's why I'm gonna
Thanks,
play it.
IGN.
After this podcast, man. I'm gonna do as much as I can. Hopefully, get some legendaries.
All right.
There you go. There's
Now, This is second to last story. California District Attorney is offering free ice cream for those who trade in violent video games.
Fuck him, no.
So he's promoting obesity over violent videos.
Yeah.
And diabetes. She wanted the D's, so I gave her diabetes.
Violent video games. What an asshole, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Man. I just I don't get it.
I mean, we do have a heat wave.
Well, here's the hilarious thing. This whole program, which is like it's about not violence. It's all this program follows after a bunch of like after a string of incidents where California police officers have been shooting innocent people.
I know, right?
And I'm just like, Jesus.
Ugh.
I mean, sorry, but those incidents alone are just gonna make kids. And he's like, I don't want violence.
Well, I mean, what's considered violence to them? I mean, do I have to turn into Angry Birds? Because I mean, literally, I'm killing pigs. You know, I'm slaughtering them, crushing their homes. That's pretty violent.
Look at how like graphic Minecraft is.
Oh my gosh, I am slaying zombies, and it's just too violent.
I mean, you can light pigs on fire.
Oh my goodness, that's
and you
brutal.
get cooked meat when they die.
Oh, the brutality, right?
I still find that hilarious.
I mean, if I play Tetris, once I clear a row, I destroy all those rows. Now, those rows could be like, houses of
every
people.
single one of those little tiny blocks has a soul.
Exactly. Oh, and everyone knows the story that when you punch, a block in Mario, that those are like trapped Koopas and like animals there, So you're actually a murderer when you break those blocks trying to get like gold pieces, because that's what Bowser did, right? He captured the kingdom and may imprison all those, the creatures inside those blocks that Mario breaks. He's a murderer. It's evil. Violence are everywhere. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid.
Last story. And this is still hilarious. But
all right.
Airbus, the company, has patented a virtual reality helmet that'll make you forget you're on a plane.
Wow.
What? It makes me forget that I'm on a plane? How does that work?
Basically, okay, the best way to describe it is these virtual, you know the helmets that like you see like the X-Wing fighters wear?
Yeah.
And yeah, these look like that.
Are you serious? I'm gonna cosplay with that. You kidding?
That's a cool helmet, but I mean, what's the actual game about?
These and they have like their built-in like headphones and shit like that, and the whole point of it is like. It's just like, you don't have to, it's like while you're on an airplane, you can like simulate that like you're on a beach or something. Like you forget that you're on an airplane. Because I'm sorry, having a 2-hour flight is so stressful.
Oh wait, I wear this on a plane to forget that I'm on a plane. Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
And it's like, yes, I'll totally wear this virtual reality helmet that's been sweated in and shit by other people and whatnot.
Well, it has to be on plane mode, right? Because, we can't use too much, like, the Wi-Fi to disrupt the plane, right? So I gotta use plane mode to pretend I'm not on a plane.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, but, like, okay, I get like why this makes sense, but the idea of it's like, would you like to wear a virtual reality headset? Saying yes, I would totally love to wear a helmet that somebody else has totally sweated in and been nasty in.
Been nasty? That's nasty.
Nasty. Yeah.
Oh wait, you can't buy your own. You have to like borrow whatever.
You have to use the one that's on the plane.
Ew.
You know what's even okay? Like when you're wearing like the earphones and you're watching a movie, and when the like on the planes, and when the captain announces something over the earphone, it's like it's just like thank you for like everybody, we're landing now, we're landing. It's like all in your ear and everything. It's like,
that's how a part of it sound like.
Imagine 50 people wearing these headsets, and like the captain just appears in front of me like super loudly, we're landing now. It's like, oh god, like 50 people experience the same thing at once. It's beautiful.
So wait, so I can I can have any simulation, or is it most likely it's any like selection? No, not like that. Not like that. No, I was gonna not like that. I was gonna pull like a Peter Griffin. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm flying, but I'm in an airplane. So I'm pretending I'm not in that airplane, but I'm in another one. Like instead of flying to Hawaii, I'm actually flying to like New York or something.
Actually, you know what would be the greatest like
Pervert.
prank ever? Is if you did a virtual reality headset where it looks literally just like the plane you're sitting in, but when you look out, it's that guy that's standing out in the plane wing from the Twilight Zone. Yeah.
Oh, do I get to play William Shatner? Oh, that'd be awesome. There is a monster outside the plane. Give me your gun.
Somebody's got to stop him. Ma'am, give me your gun.
Scotty, beam me up. Wrong show. All right.
Now, let's get to the main topic at hand, the middle segment,
Mm-hmm.
and that is that Blizzard recently announced that they have canceled their latest MMO, Project Titan. Here's the problem about Project Titan. It's kind of hard to be sad about it when they haven't said shit.
I know. It's like
I mean nothing. Like all we know is that this game is called Project Titan. That's literally the only thing we knew about this game for 7 years. And and now it's gone.
Did they say why?
That basically, from my understanding of the whole situation, is that they've been building the game over and over and over again, and this latest rebuild basically is the straw that broke the camel's back. And my guess is that this is from a financial standpoint. Is like we can't keep pouring these resources into a game. We keep rebuilding. Just screw it. We're scrapping. That is my guess as to what's happened. And basically, they said that they also did that, and this is from Blizzard CEO. They said that they didn't find the fun. They didn't find the passion. And from what I can understand, it sounds like they basically made a game that they found soulless.
Well, here's a positive
years,
note. I mean, you could look at it this way. Maybe WoW was just so great and a testament to itself that they couldn't create a game better than it, you know?
That might be true. I mean, WoW is essentially the wheel for MMO.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of hard to reinvent it. And I see a lot of MMOs try, and they do have like that one unique aspect that makes them different than WoW, but everything else they fall very short of.
Oh, yeah.
And that's actually the reason why I do keep going back to World of Warcraft. It is the best MMO out there. I don't care what you say. I played many MMOs, and I've yet to play something that is more, I would say, more bang for your buck than World of Warcraft. Final Fantasy XIV came very close.
Yeah,
very
but
close.
I wouldn't even compare it. And you
But
know
the
me,
soul-
I'm a fanatic for that one.
It came very close for me, but I didn't like the quest structuring, and the social features were very lacking.
Yeah.
Or not even lacking, but just very rudimentally. It just felt too simple.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that was their goal too, is to oversimplify things so then newbies who have no idea what an MMO is could join.
Like me. I never played it.
It's really fun, but
I'm looking forward to Final Fantasy 15 in the HD type of.
I think you and the whole world is looking forward to Final Fantasy 15.
Oh my goodness, I've been waiting.
and
For so
Type
long.
Zero.
Here's the thing. I want Final Fantasy 15 more than Kingdom Hearts 3.
Same here, because I never played the other Kingdom Hearts. For me,
Here's the thing. It's weird. I played like almost all the Kingdom Hearts side games, but I've never played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2.
Jeez.
it's like the most important ones, dude.
I know.
You guys need to get PS3s and just pick up the HD remixes.
Well, maybe.
I would if GameStop would stop charging $200 for one in a cardboard box. I literally went to their store. It's like, hey, get a used PS3 in this makeshift cardboard box we had with our labeling on it. And it just says PS3 on it with some like GameStop logos and shit, and it has shipping tape on it, and that's it. It's like the worst packaging I've ever seen. Like, here, just pick it up and buy it for $200.
That sounds reasonable.
No, I'm sorry, we got way off topic.
I know we did.
Now, we don't know what Project Titan could have been, and we never will know, probably, sadly. My guess is that it was probably something sci-fi. I'm just taking a shot in the dark. And it kind of makes sense considering that Warcraft and Diablo are very much based in fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Diablo pulls a lot from the Bible.
Oh, yeah. Diablo. I mean, that the name itself. I mean, come on.
Yeah, and the archangels.
That's
Wow.
right.
Heaven, hell. Okay, we get it. Now, part of me was hoping that it would have been like when I thought of Project Titan, the first thing that popped in my mind, and literally like when I saw No Man's Sky, I'm like, holy shit, this is what I thought for like that one game, and is that it was like sci-fi version of World of Warcraft, but with the mechanics of No Man's Sky, like with the design, and that would have been amazing if such a thing ever came to pass, and you guys would probably not see me again for a while. And when I mean a while, I mean about 5 years. Now, but here's my question. Since we don't know what Titan it could be, and we could theorize, we could theorize or speculate on what it could be. It's like it could have been the dream MMO. My question is what would be your dream MMO? Go, Manny.
Oh, geez, I think you guys know the question. I mean, know the answer for me. For me, the dream MMO would be freaking Sword Art Online on Project Morpheus or Oculus Rift. So, that's it.
Yeah, man, you'll be Kirito and get all the bitches.
I would just be gone. Or, like, even Skyrim on those kind of consoles.
You know what? I would have to say that would be cool, like Sword Art Online. That's a very cool setting, I have to admit.
Mm-hmm. Or, be really baller is, like, Pokemon, but in a Skyrim setting, and that kind of gameplay where you can just walk around, like, randomly run into Bulbasaur or something.
Yes! That would be
Everyone's
awesome.
been wanting that for years.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or, heck, even if it's, like, these 2D models and stuff, and it's not, like, top graphics like Skyrim. It's just that concept and it being in 3D. I'm totally all for it.
Here's the thing. I have 2 games in my mind that I think would be great MMOs if they could technically be pulled off. One is a Mass Effect MMO. It's practically there. It's practically there already.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the mechanics would work out very well. And someone's like, "What about multiplayer or like whatever or PvP? How would you balance it?" It's like you rebalance all the stats and shit so they're pretty much even or that they balance out or whatever. Destiny does the same shit.
I was gonna say, Destiny.
And it's just like, well, what about MMO aspects? Like, you have your own fucking ship and you can explore planets. What other MMO possibility do you need?
Exactly. Of course, this takes place before the trilogy.
Yeah, and you can be human in the N7. You could be Krogan. You could be Asari. You could be
Turian.
Turian, Quarian. I mean, you name it. Drell.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be great. I would buy that in a heartbeat.
Oh, and sorry on the
But
way.
but I think EA is too short-sighted for it.
Well, because right now they have the Star Wars of the Old Republic, and that's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And I think that, and I think that's because like, well, Blizzard. I'm sorry, not Blizzard. BioWare only made that in like what 3 years?
I think so.
3.5 years or something like that. A typical MMO takes around 4 years or so to make.
Yeah. I mean, the trailers are badass.
and my other one from my opposite setting, so nothing sci-fi, would be, and this would be a miracle to pull off in terms of licensing and getting it actually done good, but an Avatar MMO.
Like the last Airbender Avatar or Avatar?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Where and I mean like virtual reality, like immersion, so like the whole Sword Art Online, and you can actually bend elements.
Ooh. But no one can be the Avatar. They just have to be.
No. Everybody, the avatars would be the admins.
Okay. That's what I thought. It's like. That's kind of
but like when you start out, you pick your respective bending that you want to do. You can be an earthbender, a firebender, waterbender, yeah, airbender, and you have like skill trees that go to it. So like airbenders, if like your skill gets high enough in one area, you no longer need a bison to travel. You can just fly.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. People are still controversial about that.
Yeah, exactly. Because only 2 people have done it now.
Exactly.
So.
Or like you get okay, Tommy, have you seen the new trailer for The Legend of Korra?
Yes, I have.
Did you notice that the airbenders now wear wingsuits and can fly?
Well, yeah. That's
so yeah, there you go. That's a travel method right there. For earthbenders, how you can travel. Remember that? What was it? That scene where like Toph starts like running in the ground and just like propelling her forward or whatever.
Was it Toph?
Something like
is
that.
Actual footage of? I mean, I know at the end she asked if that was.
Yeah, apparently Toph is
in
it.
They actually showed her.
No, they haven't showed her.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
For like fire bending or whatever, you can like basically like project flames from like your hands or whatever and just propel yourself forward like a jet. Or if you're water bender, you use the water. If you're on a watery surface, you can propel yourself at super speeds or something like that. There's travel methods there already. The combat is like it's like just the pro bending. The whole I was looking at the whole pro bending like part of Legend of Korra Part 1, and I was looking at that. I'm just like, holy shit, that would be so much fun and like an MMO. Like really, that's a perfect like competition mode.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know, like if a Legend of Korra MMO existed, I would be very, very happy. Would I take it over the Mass Effect one? I don't know, because I love martial arts, but I really, really love space and shit. Ooh, that's a tough one for me. Manny. Oh wait, Manny, we already got your dream MMO. Tommy.
See, I never, like, I was always a console person, so I never played like PC MMOs. Destiny's pretty much the only closest thing I've ever gotten to an MMO. It's not a very good one either. But it's like, I mean, definitely Mass Effect, because I heard there was rumors about it after 3, and like I was like, oh, that'd be so awesome.
That was what I was hoping Mass Effect 4 would be like Mass Effect Online or something like that.
That would be great. And Pokemon, I mean, Pokemon's been begging to be one.
Yeah.
Oh god, no! Like, and Game Freak has always come out and says like, it's like, well, it's like it wouldn't work.
Yes, it would.
Yeah,
like,
dude, it'd be like Pokemon Snap without the tracks, you know?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that would be heaven.
I already know there's a Dragon Ball Z one, which that looks pretty cool. But
it's too bad it's Korea only.
I know.
That makes no sense.
Whatever.
No goddamn sense.
It makes no sense. Well, I think the Korea has like the worst voice for Frieza. Have you heard of Frieza's like voice?
Yes.
Korea's voice? Oh my goodness, that's just terrible. I mean, it's just a sexy girl's voice.
And I thought the Latin dub was bad.
Well, no, this is just a sexy woman's voice, Manny. It's just they're not even trying. It's just like it's a woman that's way too hot to be Frieza.
Frieza's a guy.
I know. They're not even trying. It's a female.
That's hilarious.
Oh, but I mean, that's pretty hilarious. But yeah, I mean, as for like my dream series, I mean, I think you already know. I think Halo, really. I don't know what they could do with it though.
I know. I don't see how you could.
I know.
As an MMO, I don't see how you could do Halo.
I don't.
There's just I don't feel like there's enough there.
I don't think. I mean, it has a great universe, but I feel like.
I mean, maybe like Alliance is humans and Horde is the Covenant, but
my guess is like it probably won't be present. Like I think it might go back to the Forerunners and early humans, if anything. Maybe they could do something with that.
But then that would eliminate the Covenant.
I mean, you can still have Sangheili. Like I don't know what they can do. But I think they can take a different story. It doesn't have to be the current one that we know now with the Covenant and all that. Like, I don't know. Like that's why it's so tough. I don't know what they could do with them, but I think the past may be better, because therefore people will get to learn more information than what we know. Well, that's my fantasy. But you know what'd be cool though? I'm gonna say this now. It might sound ridiculous, but you never know. It could be successful. Godzilla. Get to create your own kaiju. A Monster Island.
Oh yeah, I dig that.
Mm,
And then there'll be other players that have Jaegers.
that's right. There you go.
Actually, while we're on the topic of giant robots, how about a Gundam MMO? While we're at that,
Well, I don't know. Dynasty Warriors Gundam. That was something.
You know, they actually had a Dynasty Warriors MMO.
Really?
what?
Yeah, and it turned
Is
it
that
out
you
being more successful in Korea than in Japan, which I thought was amazing. But
Yeah.
and even in
Weird.
China. But yeah, it's really awkward. But you know something, what I would have liked to have seen be successful, and it was actually done, but it just was poorly executed, was Matrix Online.
Oh, that's right. There was one. I remember that. Never played it, but I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, part of the reason why it flopped because it was PC only, and at that time it was like, you know, only people
Mac.
really put in a lot of money in their computers could play it. But now, you know, that's a lot more accessible to the public. Dude, Corey, what are you doing?
Oh, come on, man.
Oh shit! Sorry.
You rude.
I'm like addicted
Yeah.
to this. I'm sorry,
But
but I was listening.
we're having
No,
a pod.
the Matrix MMO was completely underutilized.
Yeah.
I agree.
But yeah, seriously, if you could make that a console-based game, or even, you know, crossover with PC again, that would still be really cool.
How about Mortal Kombat?
I don't know how that would work either.
Because you have the different worlds.
Oh no, it could definitely work. Create your
Yeah, I
own
think
character.
probably. Meet some characters from the universes.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Have tournaments.
Like, have tournaments, yeah. And then like that one year it could be the Mortal Kombat tournament, and then I don't know.
Actually, I just realized. What about Dark Souls?
I haven't played it, so I really can't say. I just know. It's
Oh
hard
right,
as
I
shit.
see what you mean, Corey.
But then again, I guess the whole point of Dark Souls is the whole loner aspect. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sharknado. Imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's like all the females look like Tara Reid.
Mm-hmm. You can only
Yeah.
play as a hot chick.
Exactly. So yeah, that is our dream MMOs.
Yeah.
Sharknado the MMO, make it happen.
What about
Sci-fi.
Assassin's Creed? Hmm?
They're getting pretty close with the recent
I mean,
releases.
with Unity, with the co-op, you play as different assassins. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll wait to make a judgment on that until I play Unity and see how the co-op plays out.
okay.
Now, it is time to move on to my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It is time for people doing stupid shit. Hit the music.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know this has been a long time.
I purposefully did the wrong one. this time.
I kind of figured that. All right. So if you ever wanted like to see a battle in like Times Square, you know, like of superheroes, you know, I mean, there's a lot of like superhero movies where there has been battles. I mean, the newest one, of course, was Electro, Spider-Man, and the Amazing Spider-Man, which it's a terrible film in my opinion.
That's not false.
Yeah, it was terrible. Goddamn piece of crap.
That was like as I was watching the movie and I saw the whole like electro theme. It's like they lied to me. They did, and I'm just like, fucking shut up. This is the worst track in the world.
Like he had like the worst motivation to be a villain in the history of
Exactly.
villains. I'm like they wanted to make you feel sad for him because like, oh, he such tragedy on his birthday. It's like, no, that's the worst excuse in like screenwriting to trick the audience to feel sad for this guy.
I'm like surprised they even got Jamie Foxx for this.
I mean, this guy was like so close, like one insult away from shooting up Oscorp. I mean, Jamie Foxx, I guess he did what he could do with the script. I mean, I don't blame his performance because I know he's a good actor. But he's like, what he was given to him, and he tried his best, but it was just.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't even mind Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
I think he's
Actually,
good.
I don't mind it. Like I actually sort of I like the new Peter Parker, to be honest.
I don't. I'm sorry, man.
Well, I'm sorry, that's not true. I like the look and the attitude of the new Peter Parker. I don't like the terrible writing they make him speak.
His like Shia LaBeouf stuttering. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, he's good. I mean, Tobey Maguire is still, in my opinion, the best, but not bad. But Andrew Garfield's not that bad of a replacement. But I mean, it's the writers. It's just not the best. It's what's killing
Fucking
Spider-Man.
Sony.
Yeah, Sony, the real villains. And now they want to do Sinister Six spin-off, a Venom Carnage spin-off, and they want to do this female spin-off, and then Spider-Man 3.
Just give it back to Disney.
They don't want
rip
Nelson
up
that
the
cow,
contract and give it back to Disney and let Disney give you a big frickin' severance check
They won't do that because Spider-Man made the
and use that to fund the next Breaking Bad.
Sony.
Fucking seriously, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, they should just invest in Bonds because it's Spider-Man and Bond films is what making Sony their money in movies terms.
Ugh.
But it's terrible. Anyways, back to my story. Well, I mean, for people who are at Times Square, they actually got to see a superhero battle between Spider-Man and Batman.
Oh shit, were they like these two drunk and they just started duking it out?
No, it's those people who dress up as superheroes, you know, much like you would see in like in Hollywood. You know,
Okay,
or
I
those
thought this was
pictures.
like a guy. I thought this was like a guy who was dressed as Spider-Man. He sees another guy dressed as Batman. They get fucking pissed at each other, start beating the shit out of each other.
No, there's people who dress up
That'd
in
be hilarious.
there are people who dress up. There are people who dress up in costumes and they like, you know, they hang around at Times Square to get people to pay them to be, you know, taking pictures of, you know, have people take pictures with them. $5 to take a picture with Spider-Man or something like that. So anyways, these two costume characters in New York City were arrested on Saturday night, along with a third man allegedly fighting, but you know, he's just a third man. They were hustling for tips on the street corners for exchange for photos when the two men started yelling and gesturing at them. One's 23 years old, and the other one's 41. Oh,
That's a big difference.
it is.
Which one was the 41-year-old?
You know what?
Both wearing
Actually-
masks.
Let's see. Let me.
I bet he was Batman.
It's gotta be.
I'm willing to bet he was Batman.
Did he have a beard gut?
I don't know. Anyways, they were arrested fighting each other. So that was something. That was pretty. I'm sure that would be quite the sight to see. Having little kids right there is like, why is Spider-Man beating Batman? They're recreating
why-
the death battle.
Yeah. And why are they getting arrested?
Well, they're fighting in public. Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's what little kids. They don't know
Yeah.
that. Oh, so moving
Moving on.
to the. Okay, so if you're what? Go on, Corey.
Huh?
You were gonna say something?
I said moving on.
Oh, moving on. Yes, moving on. Okay, if you got pulled over for speeding, what excuse would you tell an officer?
Well, first I would introduce myself by saying, what seems to be the officer problem?
Oh, South Park.
I'd say I have a
Uh,
Mac attack.
No, it's because
want my
Manny
Big
heard
Mac.
about Manny heard about a Popeye's chicken open in Colombia.
That too. I love me
That's
some Popeye.
racist. All right.
Okay, no. It's not as racist. When Manny grew up in Kansas City, where there was, and he says apparently he lived close to a Popeye's chicken, and his family went there.
Oh,
when he came to Colombia, we have no Popeyes.
Actually,
we have Lee's chicken.
When I first came to Colombia, we did have a Popeyes, but for some reason, the good folks of Colombia felt we didn't need it anymore. I'm like, what? So yeah.
Well,
And which is so Manny, last time we were in Kansas City, no, not the last time, the one before, Manny thought it'd be appropriate that we go out of our way to go to Popeyes, and we went to like the ghetto neighborhood of Kansas City, and you knew that like it was a ghetto neighborhood because there's drug dealers everywhere. How do you know they're drug dealers? Because they live in shitty houses with Mercedes S-Class cars. Now, and me and Manny are probably like literally like the only lighter skinned people in for like a 2 mile radius.
uh-huh.
He thought about wearing his rice hat inside.
Yeah. Light skin, dude, I'm tan, bro. You were the one who's in jeopardy.
That's true, Corey. You're.
I said lighter skin,
Yeah.
and like you know the neighborhood is bad when they have to buzz you into the bathroom.
Yeah, Corey
jeez.
learned the hard way. This Corey, I don't even know how, Corey. You got like ketchup all over your shirt. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
I don't know how, but yeah, somehow I did get ketchup
Yeah.
all over my shirt. And so like, all right, I gotta go in, and I went to the counter, and I'm like, this is like, do I have to be buzzing the bathroom? They're like, honey, do you even know where you are?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, no, that's why I'm asking.
But you gotta admit, that was some of the best damn chicken you've ever had, right?
That was some good chicken.
Well, at least
Yeah.
the trip was worth it.
Yeah, and we mentioned Popeyes immediately after we went to a Burger Shack, so we had food babies.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What was your news story about speeding again?
Oh, this woman gave the worst excuse as to why she was speeding. She told police that her foot got stuck on the gas pedal. This-
Well, if she was, wait a minute, was she driving a Yugo? Because then I would believe it.
Let's see. It does not say. Oh, she was speeding in a red Ford Mustang, going over about like 100 miles per hour.
Jeez. Now if it was a
That's
Toyota.
That's it?
Well, in North Carolina, I guess. I mean, I don't know. That's speed limit.
Shit, man, that's NASCAR country. They go 200 there.
And this is a 19-year-old girl. She faces felony charges after allegedly leading officers on a chase that reached speeds up to onwards to 100 miles per hour. Her excuse was that she simply got her foot stuck in the gas pedal. Yeah, this happened on Monday at 10.
So here's my response to that girl's excuse in getting arrested for it all. There you go. That's that. There you go. What's our final story, Tommy?
Oh man, well you guys were talking about burgers earlier, so this is, I guess, a nice transition. Anyways, this Danish restaurant is gonna offer, like, I guess like a kids meal. It's not a kids meal though, but it's like, you know, you order stuff, you get something, you know.
Okay.
you get something. You get a nice little toy when you order.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, something like that. Well, this Danish restaurant called Hot Buns are gonna sell sex toys with your burgers.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, Hot Buns is adding dildos, vibrators, whips, and other sex
Oh,
products
God.
on their menu when you order.
Jesus.
It's like, hey, did you get that Big Mac with that extra large fries and shake? Well, guess what? Here's a dildo to help beat that ass into shape. Seriously, who thinks that's a good idea?
Well, they're gonna be the first to
You
find
know,
out.
hold on. This is the Danish. We have no idea what we're talking about. So yeah, this might be completely normal over there.
It could be.
I'm not, if I'm sounding ignorant, I don't know anything about Denmark. I don't know shit about that country. Other than the fact that they kind of got involved in World War II. That's about it. That's literally all I know about the Danish.
And they're not part of the EU because they consume whale fat.
Yep.
Which I'm like, really? That's a deal breaker?
I guess that is a deal breaker.
Yeah, apparently it is.
You know, it's kind of messed up. I mean, because everything I mentioned is more like female toys. So if a guy orders it, it's like, what am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do with this dong?
Oh, it's like the video you shared
hold
with
on.
us, Tommy. Remember on Predestiny? Oh, look, it's a
I'm like,
little
I'm like,
dildo.
and it comes with a note. It's like, if you're in college, experiment.
Well, I'm not doing anything Friday night, so might as well, right?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's gonna have a.
I'm now reminded of I watched Bo Burnham today, and there's like he's just like this song's about that crazy celebrity party I went to. So here's how it goes, and the beat starts. He's like, I cry myself to sleep, and the song ends.
Can I get a double cheeseburger with the dildo and extra lube?
The lube is just ketchup.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that'd be mayonnaise.
Oh. No.
Oh God. I think it's time we got off the topic of dildos and shit.
Would you like beef with your fries?
No. No. Moving on. Time to do shout outs. We're doing shout outs.
Okay.
Remember that in
All right.
Destiny, Corey? He's like, "What is this, galactic beads?" And he was like, "Ooh, that sounds painful." Because it was like the loot that you can pick up.
We gotta move on from
Yeah.
this.
It's like, why does everyone have legendary weapons and I got galactic beads?
Oh God.
Fun times in Destiny.
Oh God. Alright, so, my shout out. Fuck. my shout out is a big fuck you to Destiny for that strike mission I mentioned earlier. So, thank you for finally fixing the Cryptarch 2 weeks fucking late.
Yeah, I still think the worst strike was the one on the moon where you fight that Rancor. He's like shooting.
God.
Yeah, he's shooting steroids out of his mouth.
Like me and Manny tried like what was it like 6 times in a row, and we just said fuck it.
Yeah.
And okay, here and you know what? I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it, and run it again, and I did. And we died the first 3 times. On the first instance, where like you have to hold out while Dinklebot is opening the door, and basically our Titan left, so it was just me and another Warlock. And we're like, fuck, there's no way we can take this whole guy down by ourselves. And we did!
Wow.
Not even me and Manny, another guy, what was it Kabak? Not even me, Manny, and one of our other friends could take down this whole thing together. And yet me and a random Warlock who weren't even able to talk were able to beat this thing.
Nice.
So either we got really lucky or Manny really sucks.
Dude, you suck too. Are you kidding?
Shut up.
And so does Kabak 420. Let's just throw him out there.
Yeah. Yeah, we all know what the 420's for. Her. Now, shout out. Who's going next?
You got one, Tommy?
Manny.
I guess so. My shout out goes to the great people who have discovered the next loot cave in Destiny, because I will be exploiting that very soon and shortly before it gets patched again.
So 2 shout outs to Bungie. 1 thank you and 1 fuck you. All right.
Well, I guess I'll have to be the original one tonight then.
Aww.
My shout out goes to a game reviewer on YouTube. His name is Slasher JPC. He's an interesting take on his reviews. They're usually like 5 minutes or maybe just a little bit over, but it's called Hate It or Love It Reviews. And all he does is he just talks about like what he loves about the game and then what he hates about it, and then he doesn't even give it a score. He's just like, okay, overall, yeah, I'd say it's worth checking out. You might rent it, you might buy it, or borrow it, and that's it.
That's how it really should be.
And he's so concise, and he brings up the points you need to hear in order to make a decision. So it's really good, and he's a funny guy. If you ever check him out, Slasher JPC.
Manny, how come you're not saying fuck you to Arno Surge?
Arno Surge? Yeah.
Arno Surge, yeah.
I'd rather not think about that right now. Although I absolutely love Fairy Fencer F. Playing that right now, PS3.
Manny's on like a JRPG like binge fest right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to recover from Destiny, so.
Enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy your Lolita girls and cat girls and shit.
Oh, not quite on these, but okay.
Well, I type in Arno Surge, and what's one of the first freaking images I get is of a prepubescent girl in the bath. Boom, there you go.
Well, what are you looking up? Hentai?
No, I type in Arno
doing?
Search. I'm typing Arno Search into the Google search images, and it's literally one of the very first images.
Dude, if I type in Arno Surge, I guarantee you I'm gonna get like the game's cover, and nowhere on there is a Lolita chick taking a bath.
I'm not kidding. Literally, just type in Arno Surge in the image bar, and that's what you get.
I'm just saying, Corey.
Or no, like here's another one. It's showing a girl in a swimsuit, and there's a target reticle over her chest, and it says breast.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Manny, come on.
Court, come on.
Damn.
What search engine are you looking through?
I'm using Google, like the search engine.
What is this, like
man.
4chan or something? Come on, man.
Hold on, I'm gonna. Last I checked, Google wasn't bought by 4chan. And it seems like Google's G is smoking a pencil. And now, it's his 16th birthday. Never mind. Happy 16th birthday, Google! You can now legally drive. Hence, now they're making self-driving cars.
Yeah, that's interesting.
All right,
You're
so
afraid of Asians, then boom, driverless drivers.
it's terrible.
No, there's...
All right, so that is the end of people doing. No, wait, what am I doing? That is the end of shoutouts. That is the end of Pixels and Bits episode 72.
You really are out of it, man. It's been too long.
This is what happens when you take a 2-month break.
Yeah, it does.
But you know what? We'll be back next week, folks.
Hopefully with Andrew.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully with Andrew. But if you're wondering where Andrew is, he is being held for ransom by his family. And we need to we're starting a Kickstarter to get Andrew away from his family.
Oh, did he free himself from the polar bear terrorists?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
And then escaped that prison in Istanbul.
Man, he's a badass.
I know. It's official, Andrew. You are now the Overshield badass.
Liam Neeson, watch out, man.
All right. There's the end of Pixels and Bits, episode 72. My name is Corey.
I'm Tommy.
And I'm Manny.
And we'll see you all next week, folks. Bye-bye.
Laters.
Go home, you're drunk.
I'm not that drunk.